in there right after the draft. Pretty much seems like they're confident on the drafts of both of these teams. We can see a lot of engaged potential coming from the side of Impunity. Pretty much almost the same for the side of team LGD, but the add to that one is of course the sustain that they have with the Yuho and Dolia combination.
Yeah, but on the other hand though, Impunity, they do have that that very scary Zhang Fei paired with the ladies, and that is so much team fight that they can have. A Shaolin mid lane taking a lot of damage, already down to half health.
Yeah, so true. I mean, the poke advantage that they have in here too, and look at the invade that they're actually doing right now, just disrupting. Oh, look at this stuff. Poke connecting to the Kaiser. Kaiser will be the first blood, and we continue the team fight right now because Musan King will fall down. What a trade! Make it 2-for-1 trade right now. Is this even done yet? Because it seems like they want more kill. That poke will not connect quite apparently coming from our Mai Shiranui, but he'll go back to his lane. He's go back to his domain, but the Dolia and Byron is still there in the jungle of Impunity.
1-4-3 trade-off there, and they lost the Azure Golem buff taken away from Black, but at least they managed to recapture it to give it to the hands of Shaolin. So Shaolin's gonna be the sole benefactor of the entire team fight, and that's gonna help out her farm quite a bit, but that's not gonna help Black at all.
That's so true. I mean, he's the first blood in there from the hands of LGD. So, and of course, he got disrupted. You don't want that to happen to a Kaiser. But later on, I think what Impunity needs to do in this one is to just buy some time, just avoid the team fights that LGD is trying to go on for too. We need a tankier front line in here in form of the Zhang Fei and the Kaiser as well. So I think they just have to be very patient because they've got an early as well to secure their late game. But hold up, because we have a 1v2 tussle on the top side. Si Young getting slowed and here getting knocked back, trying to sustain the damage with his HP bar, but then again we fall down onto the hands of Ashe. Now there's goes a chase. Musan King trying to go for a chase on Ashe. Question, will Ashe survive? But to no afford as he will burst it down with this combination between the Mai Shiranui and the U1 as well. And onto the middle lane as well, we can see Xian leaning here, trying to poke out Jet in the process. Still, lots of invades in here. Our Mai Shiranui is still not even stopping with the pokes. Will there be a contestation? They will try. No, they actually will be able to secure their blue buff for themselves. And nice attempt for invade still coming from the side of LGD.
Yeah, Gumi being able to take that away from the Yuhuan is huge because that means that she cannot abuse just having two Azure Golems, but the invades, like you said, they just keep going on. More and more camps taken away from Black. Not the best situation that he could hope for. Really losing out in a lot of farm, and he's gonna fall off very quickly if he's not able to get some kills or get some crucial team fights going on in his favor.
That's so true. I mean, pretty sure he's not having fun with this one. But the question is, what can they do on the side of Impunity in here? Right now, we're taking a look at the difference in terms of the goal, 1.9k to 2.1. Okay, this is not at least a K gold lead, 1k gold lead, but this is like in a process where LGD is just capitalizing on their poke potential right now. We've seen a couple of times Ji-Hong in here just, you know, just aggressively going for the poke. And at the same time, Yuan with the stuns as well, mournful tempo. And you're also not gonna get stunned, but also gonna get slowed. So they do have the chase potential in here.
Yeah, but like you said, so much poke there from Zihong, just throwing out Kachosins left, right, and center. Musan King rotating out towards the top, looking like they want to pressure the tier 1 tower. But with the Kaiser and the Dharma over there, he's not going to be able to continue on. But Musan King uses the teleport towards the mid, looking like she wants to start some action for herself as well.
And it seems like there our LGD is going to position themselves onto the Tyrant, first Tyrant of the game. But I love the exchange that Impunity is actually doing that. But Siang actually has a vision. I wonder if they will try to go for the steal. No, we did not. I mean, the camera did not really see that. But Impunity will still be able to secure that for themselves. But we can see onto the middle lane here. Look at the aggression, the siege being done right now by LGD. Unbridled Outburst has been used just to shove away the members of LGD. But look at that, they're not even backing away. They're just confident because they do know that there's no backup damage right now. Coming from the early doesn't even have the damage as of yet. But again, the siege is just way too much from the side of LGD right now.
Yeah, they know that Black is basically a non-factor at the moment, so the Kaiser not having the damage is a huge factor in why they're being so aggressive. I hear they're trying to go for a fight. Yuhan dropping very low, forced to use the ultimate to back off.
Definitely gonna be making use of the unending Soros to make himself untargetable. They will be able to secure the tower on the bottom side part of the map, allowing the D-Rengia to actually rotate into other lanes. They probably are going to go for that 1-3-1 rotation already, maybe 4-1. But yeah, this is so far looking good since this is a 2K Golden we're talking about in favor of LGD.
Yeah, but they really want this mid tier 1 tower is LGD. You constantly see them put a lot of members there. Megumi in some trouble. Can he back off from this?
Gonna go for that shield here and there, but look at the damage going from the members of LGD right now. We're gonna fall down onto the hands of Musang King. Way too much magic and damage. I mean, this is the moment. I mean, this is the timestamp, game timestamp, wherein you don't really will find yourself in a tanky mode. You know, we have to wait for the late game for the side of Impunity in here. And now it's just gonna be up to them. But for the meantime, you can see members of LGD just going for the siege. And again, they're not stopping on the jungle invades.
They're not giving Black any time to farm whatsoever. This tier 2 tower in the bottom is going to fall very quickly, and that is more and more real estate being taken away from the side of Impunity. Power trade-off though on top. Dharma was able to finish that off, so that gives them a little bit of gold, but that Crimson Golem is going towards the way of LGD once again. Again taken away from Black, and Black is really suffering right now if you look at his itemization.
Looks like there goes the creation of space just to take down tower in the middle lane right now. And Ending Sorrow has been used by the Yuan to save himself through any potential CC lock from the side of Impunity. And then, I mean, this is like really textbook play coming from LGD right now. We go for our objective, and then we don't force team fights. If they want to try to engage, we just avoid. If we kill someone, let's go. But again, there is also a lack of pressure coming from the side of Impunity right now, not allowing Black to go for his jungle, you know, objectives, the jungle monsters, nothing like that. But for the meantime, you can see the Unbridled Outburst already has been used. Going to be able to target the Mai Shiranui, but then again, Mai Shiranui is very mobile. He will be able to go for that escape, but getting slowed down in here is the Kaiser right now. Again, the jungle invade. No space for Black to actually farm.
It is just a tough situation right now for Black. He needs to try and find a fight with limited items there. But hey, he can rely on his teammates. You've got the Zhang Fei, you've got the ladies, and to become that true frontline for you, and then you take a fight after the fact. So let's see if Impunity is able to find that. Oh, Zhang Fei in some trouble, dropping low.
Gotta get that shield though, but for the meantime, there are members of LGD in here already going onto the back line, super low in HP. Still see Young will be able to survive. But look at this one, loss of sustain and Ending Sorrow has been used already. But the members of Team LGD are already falling down. Musang King will be the first one to actually fall down, but the rest will still be safe thanks to the remaining heals coming from the Dolia as well. But it seems like this is somehow what Impunity is going to be looking forward to. Some try to pick off one member of LGD one by one, and then maybe we can come back.
Yeah, but they have to play patient. They have to not crumble to this pressure that LGD is giving. Another Azure Golem taken away from the Impunity side, and if you look at Black, he's not having a great time whatsoever. Still, that was a good fight for them to be able to find an opening in towards this game, and if they get another good fight somehow or another, you know, we might just see them back in the driver's seat.
Yeah, that's so true, where the Blazing Cape is already being built in here. But for the meantime, let's take a look at the team fight happening right now. Unbridled Outburst has been used right now, but the one member in here is going so low on the side of LGD, but a Chase trying to go for the target. They just want to create that space. They're not going to fully commit onto the fight because they still want to respect Impunity. Meanwhile, we can see Ashe doing some miracle onto the top side.
Let's take a look at that fight again. Two members from the side of Impunity almost falling there. The Invincible Warrior kept the Kaiser alive for so long. Look at that. Black was still alive after all of that. They managed to shut down Musang King. They did lose the Dharma, but hey, 1-for-1 trade in a losing situation, you would take that any time of the day.
That's true. That's true. You would love that still. It's like light of hope for them. And the moment that they are even prolonging the fight, more chances for Megumi and Black to get even tankier, and even Ashing and for Shaolin to actually go for that free hit onto the back line. But of course, we gotta wait for Jero, X-Hero, or Megumi to go for that setup, or maybe even Ashing for the setup. They have a lot of sources for setup in here, but of course, they need to catch up in terms of itemization.
Absolutely, the itemization is the key concern here for Black. He's not as tanky as he'd like to be, and he's facing against so much damage coming from the side of LGD. And Black is trying to run for his life here. Can he get out?
Run while there is support.
Dharma.
Engage onto the side, and here coming from our members of Impunity, but it seems like they're the one to fall down because X-Hero will fall down together with Ashing. But Shaolin in here will go for one kill. There is a chase right now. Oh, will he get the last hit? But thanks to the backup and shielding coming from Megumi. But again, although he was able to protect his teammate, he will fall down. Arlie was safe, but then again, members of LGD, it seems like they're eyeing for a tower take onto the mid.
They get that tower, they get their first tier trees, and that opens up the high ground for the side of LGD. They are looking like they want to end this game as quickly as possible. That will be assisted there with the Tyrant buff and maybe the Overlord as well after this. So LGD firmly in the driver's seat at the moment, 6,000 net worth. But Black is starting to catch up. He's still far behind in terms of the net worth, behind Musang King, but we can see him starting to be able to soak up more and more damage.
Definitely getting there. Again, in terms of anti-healing items, again, the only source right now we can see is the Blazing Cape. There is no Venomous Staff or Mortal Punisher being seen right now on the itemization of Impunity, and that would just allow, you know, the healings coming from Musang King and Jay right now to become even still effective somehow. But they are already trying to go for a siege into the middle lane, forcing the rest of the members of Impunity to teleport back into the base. But seems like Shaolin decided to then just continue with the teleport.
Yep, this Tyrant is this Overlord is going to be crucial, but the Primal Bonds are still available there. The debuff is still on the side of LGD, so they are taking some time, taking a bit more damage than they like. Impunity though, not trying to contest whatsoever. They're more than happy to just continuing farming up on their heroes, try and catch up that way.
That's true. That's true. They want to play it safe, at least, you know, just avoid the risk, even riskier situation when they get wiped out, and then gonna have their crystal fall down. But yeah, members of Impunity forced to back away. But we can see in here Ashing still trying to go for that side lane push, but actually on the top side tower as well will fall down. A lot of super minions will come through anytime soon on their base.
Yep, they lost the tier 3 without any contest. Ooh, lots of damage towards Musang King. I thought he might have needed to use his ultimate there. If a single crit did land, he was pretty much dead there and then. But knowing Musang King, he's always going to be able to try and play at his limits. To try and play with the lowest HP possible before popping his ultimate to heal everybody up.
Yeah, this is not like, okay, spam, just make use of the skills and spam here and there. These are what we call calculated moves. But talking about calculated moves, will there be any calculated moves in here? We can see the Zhangfei onto the back line though. All of the high ground towers already has fallen down. We can see the aggression coming from the Dolia as well. Minion waves are coming in. What are the odds in here? We need a setup coming from our
back lines.
Look at that! Shaolin will fall down. However, surprisingly though, Jeb will fall down too. But the rest of the members of Team Impunity already falling down. Megumi is all the one remaining. Will still be able to survive, but it seems like Team LGD will want to focus fire onto the base, winning this match up against Impunity. Congratulations.
That was just dominance from the side of LGD from the word go. Never giving the jungle ever to the side of Black. And you know, Black, he just had a terrible start. We did see the use of the Kaiser towards the later stage